Hi there. In this short video, we're going to look at the new Flexi Layout feature. This feature increases the flexibility in pip duplication by allowing each pip to be duplicated up to 16 times in different locations on each head. To do this, I'm going to use a 16 input multiviewer with 8 head outputs. But before we start, let's look at another great new feature called scalar assignment. Let's begin by loading a layout that has source 1 displayed on a 4x4 grid on every head. That's 128 tiles and only uses 2 scalars. Each pip is duplicated on every head. When a layout is uploaded to the multiviewer, a scalar is assigned to each source as shown in the browser. In this layout, only scalars 1 and 2 are used. In this first example, I'm going to show each of the 16 pips duplicated 8 times in 8 different locations on each head. As I check each screen setup, you can see each screen has a unique tile configuration, but the scalar assigned to each pip is always the same. So, are there any restrictions when placing duplicate pips? The first rule is pretty obvious. The second rule ensures that the same scalar can be used for duplicated pips. Don't use cut and paste to duplicate pips in the same location. Instead, use the screen duplication property for overlapping pips. Align pips in the same row. More specifically, if the pips overlap vertically, then they should start on the same line. Rule 5. The maximum limit for duplicated pips is 16. Rule 6. Don't place more than 4 duplicated pips in any row. This next example will aim to clarify those rules. I'll start by loading a 4x4 grid using all 16 sources output on head 1 only. I'm using this specific layout to ensure that all available scalars are used in generating the head 1 output, with each source being assigned to 1 scalar. Next, I'll use the Quick Properties editor to duplicate source 6 on head output 2. The duplicated output is shown alongside the browser. Now let's try using cut and paste to copy the same pip to head 2. First, I'll remove the duplicated pip from head 2 before using the copy and paste to duplicate source 6. This time, when the layout is sent to the multiviewer, the browser indicates that there is no scalar available because all of the scalars are already being used for head 1, and the pip displayed on the screen indicates no video route. But if I move the tile to the side so that it does not overlap the source tile and check that the tile starts on the same line as the source, then it displays correctly. The duplicated tile can be moved around, and each time the layout is sent to the multiviewer, it will indicate if the position is valid, or will result in an extra scalar being required, or a scalar assignment error if there are no available scalars. The examples demonstrate rules 3 and 4, that duplicated pips should not overlap, and if they are in the same row, then they should have the same starting line. In this last example, I'll show how source 6 can be duplicated up to 15 times on screen 2. I'll use the Quick Properties editor to check the coordinate of each pip to ensure that the same scalar can be used for all pip locations. After a quick tidy up to make sure that the tiles are in the correct positions, the layout is sent to the multiviewer. No problems are reported and the same scalar is used for all pips.